I'm Patrina, a life skills facilitator with the Center for Future Learning. Thanks for tuning in to the Awaken series. I want to talk to you about the most important relationship you are ever going to have in your life. It's the relationship that starts from the moment you're born and lasts until your very end. This is the relationship that you have with yourself. What is the relationship with yourself like? What does the voice in your head say? What kinds of words do you use when you talk to yourself? Is it supportive, loving, and kind? Or does it tend to be harsh and critical? Most of us believe or have been taught that being critical to ourselves helps us to do better, to become a better version of ourselves. For example, when we fail and we're like, oh, you're so stupid, can't you get that right? Maybe we use language like that when we talk to ourselves. But research shows that this is actually the wrong strategy. A much better way to interact with ourselves, whether it's just day to day or if we want to make changes and become a better version of ourselves, is through self-compassion. Self-compassion entails being warm and understanding towards ourselves, especially when we suffer, fail, or feel inadequate, rather than ignoring our pain and reprimanding ourselves with self-criticism. So how can we be a good friend to ourselves? It's from Kristen Neff, and she breaks down self-compassion into 3 different steps. So the first part is to this intention to be gentle, to be kind, rather than judging ourselves, holding ourselves to very harsh standards. The second part is common humanity. So often when something goes wrong, we feel like we're the only ones failing. We're the ones that make a mistake. But actually, this is part of being human. It's imperfect and it's messy, and we're gonna do things that later we are like, that wasn't the best thing to do. So knowing that this is part of what makes us human. And then the last step is to be mindful. Often we over-identify with something, especially when it goes wrong, right? We blame ourselves. We believe that we are a failure because something failed. But it's actually separate. So mindfulness gives us that space just to notice our thoughts, notice our emotions, and to just be more of an observer to what's happening. Having this attitude of kindness and warmth to whatever we're experiencing. So try and see if you can treat yourself as you would treat a good friend. Life is hard, and it's a lot better when we have a friend.